Hey everybody, it's Saratoga. This is your weekly focus card reading for the week beginning January 6, 2020 through January 12th. And the purpose of these weekly readings is to give you something to focus on that will facilitate you in your spiritual awakening and ascension. Okay, so this card says wedding, but it's not what you think. It's not what it appears on the surface. And if you'll notice, it's interesting because it says wedding, but there's no groom there. There's just one person, right? So to me, the message that I'm getting from this card is not really about the words on the card. It's really about the image. It's about a wedding or a merger or a union between you and your higher self, between you and your highest self. Now, there's so much I could say about this image. She's also depicted with angel wings that are lavender in color, and if you can see, I have a piece of amethyst here as well, which is the same color. Amethyst is a very healing stone, and so I think the lavender of her wings, it could indicate a high vibrational state. It could also indicate healing the divide that we suffer from on this planet between being, one finite self who lives through the workaday world, and we struggle, just to make ends meet or whatever it is we're going through. And then there's what we call our higher self, which isn't really higher. It's actually who we really are. That self, what that we call our higher self, exists within us. It's just that we favor this other earth-based self in terms of how we identify ourselves and how we view our lives. So this card is talking about merging again with your higher self so that you become one. I mean, that's what a marriage really indicates, right? Becoming one with someone. In this case, becoming one with your higher self. And that's why it's depicted as just one individual. It's not two people. It's just one person in that high vibrational state of high expanded consciousness where she has become at one with who she really is, with her true self. And the fact that she's wearing a white dress, to me, the white indicates purity, which means this is how we human beings would be in our purest state. We would be at one with our true selves and who we really are. Now, the other thing, if you'll notice, she's surrounded by flowers and greenery. So to me, that signifies nature. So what that means is this is her in her most natural state. When we become at one with who we really are, and that becomes who we are, there's no more two selves. When we become one with that true self, that is how we're designed. That is our actual natural state of being. Now, she's also holding in her right hand some flowers, right? More of nature. So that to me, because it's in her right hand, which is more the action side of the physical body, it would be as though she's looking a little bit in that direction. So she's happily making a decision to go forward in her actions in such a way that her actions exist as a manifestation of her true self, of herself as a being of light and high vibrational energy. So to put this all together for you in terms of a weekly focus, what I'd suggest to you guys is that you spend this week, just make this more of an introspective thing or a contemplative thing. This is not really about taking action. It's really about consideration. Just go within and just ask yourself the question, what would it be like if I was one with my true self? What would it be like if I was so clear that I knew it was just one being in this physical body? It wasn't like, my ego and my higher self and this person over there and this other identity over here, that it was all consolidated and I just became one with who I really am. And think about how purposeful your life might become as a result of that. So the focus for this week would really be just to contemplate this idea and ask yourself and think about, what would my life be like if I lived in a state of at-one-ment with who I truly am as an infinite being of light in this universe? And that, my friends, is the essence of spiritual awakening. And absolutely, it is the essence of being in an ascension process. Okay, so that is my suggestion for you guys for a weekly focus this week. And I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.